The US Ethiopia Social Enterprise Engagement project, which is funded by the US Embassy in Addis Ababa Public Diplomacy Section, came about after a Memorandum of Understanding was signed between Social Enterprise Ethiopia and the US Africa Diaspora Business Council. The project aims to advocate for laws and regulations that support social enterprise entrepreneurs, as well as give trainings and lectures from seasoned professionals to those participating in social enterprises across Ethiopia. During its kickoff event, various representatives from the great state of Maryland were in attendance, including Maryland Senator Will Smith, State Delegate Lorik Charkadian, and Deputy Secretary of the State Michael Lohr. Also in attendance were Montgomery College Vice President Dr. Brad Stewart, as well as Mr. Tababu Asafa of Champion of Benefit Corporation and David Levin, President and founder of American Sustainable Business Network. African Renaissance Television Services caught up with the Social Enterprise Ethiopia's president, Mr. Kibret Abebe, in which he expressed the organization's aspiration to make its platform international and the lack of attention the Ethiopian government has placed on social enterprises.
We are working to bring the World Forum to Ethiopia. But even when we have done this, the Ethiopian government has not seen the importance of this initiative. So this is a very important thing to think about if one country assumes there is a problem in its social enterprises, and the solution should be supporting social enterprise entrepreneurs.
Mr. Kibret went on to add on what works are being carried out to provide social enterprise entrepreneurs with a deep knowledge and understanding of their field, as well as working with policymakers and academia.
First, we are working on the idea, do the entrepreneurs working on social enterprises have clarity of thought? So we are working on creating strong relations between American and Ethiopian social enterprise entrepreneurs. Second, if our know-how is not backed up by academia, it is going to be hard to bring the ideas to the ground. Therefore, we have to create a relationship between Addis Ababa University and Montgomery College, as well as other private learning institutions between here and there, for the academia to support social enterprise entrepreneurs. Third is policymakers. As you have seen today, one member of parliament was able to attend the event, and as this can help the Ethiopian government, we are advocating and promoting policies similar to those for startups to be also applied to social enterprises.
Mr. Kibret also added various pieces of training being carried out by instructors based in the US to upcoming entrepreneurs in Ethiopia and the plans to bring seasoned experts to the platform to share their knowledge and experiences.
In July this year, we will take social enterprise entrepreneurs from Ethiopia to America for a forum to connect with big-time business leaders in sustainable development, academia, policymakers, and local social enterprises. In addition to that, we aim to bring respected authors on the topics of social enterprises and social entrepreneurs to share their knowledge here.
Brooke Gabra-Kiros, currently working on social enterprises, shared his thought on the gap in understanding between authorities, investors, and youth entrepreneurs.
There is a lack of communication and trust between well-established business ventures, authorities, and upcoming youth entrepreneurs. And that's why we need to solve this gap that has happened between those three. When we think of mass campaigning to move something, we need to get some kind of support from the government as well as from private businesses. The reason for this is that current and upcoming youth entrepreneurs are not able to compete on equal footing with the already established businesses.
Mr. Kibret, for his part, stated, in order for the government to solve social issues, it should support social enterprise entrepreneurs.
The government will be the first beneficiary if it can look into this and provide policies, because most social entrepreneurs are working on areas that they deem the government is being inefficient on. So if the authorities and policymakers trust these people are here to help them, I believe most of the problems can be fixed. And from our side, we think that we shouldn't just sit and ask the government for help, but rather play our part too. And that is the mindset of entrepreneurs.
During the kickoff event, it was also stated the project aims not only to support social enterprise entrepreneurs here in Ethiopia, but also Africa in general.